All right. Here we go with another G37 video. My man's got a special surprise for you. Although judging by the thumbnail and the title, you'll already know what it's all about. But now we can finally get rid of this ugly wheel this guy really, you know. You see that wheel? It's lacking in the department of the clean. Oh. Only because of the plastic dip, you know. It's just a real pain to get off, and he's getting new wheels, so who cares? Don't look at it, though. That's what you, what? What'd you say?
Ignore that one.
Ignore that. Yeah, don't worry about that. I need to clean the screen real quick. I'll be back. Ooh, what does he got? What's he got in the back? Barely fit him in here. You had more room than you made it sound like. You could have put one in the front seat.
No, you can't. I tried.
You tried? Really?
No, if I had to like wedge it where I won't be able to fit the extra one in the back, so you know, you lose otherwise.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
That man trunk's crazy.
You G37 guys know it's not all that great. So, not even Beam himself has seen these in person. Seen them online, saw the pictures, they look sweet, and just thinking about what they would look like on this car, we're all like, hell yeah. So now we're actually gonna see what these puppies look like. Oh my God. Watch it be upside down.
Probably.
Ooh, those babies are shiny. They look sweet.
Now see if they fit.
Now who makes those wheels?
F1R.
F1R, okay. Fur, that's who it is. It's not F1R, it's Fur. Fur makes the wheels.
The F29s.
Yeah, so we got 18 by 8.5s. The stock ones are 8 wide. One thing you guys gotta pay attention to if you're gonna get these wheels, definitely have to get tuner lugs because these are very small holes. The original lug nuts are not gonna work. And then you have to get a hub-centric spacer that goes on the back of here so that it actually fits on the center of the hub there. So this is what I'm talking about as far as having to have that ring in there. So the rim moves around. It doesn't actually sit flush on there and get held in one spot. Because the lug nuts, they'll center up somewhat, but they're not gonna do the job. So see with the original wheel on it with no lug nuts on it, pressed against it, so you can't move it at all. He's moving it up and down and it won't shift around like it does with the wheel on it. They actually sit, you can see how it's been printed here already, and that's where that part of the wheel on here is actually seating up against that to hold it in one spot. So we just gotta get the rings on there to make sure that they fit correctly, and we're gonna have to do that first.
You know, at least get like an idea.
They don't really come out any further. I feel like it all went in, the 8.5.
No, the bottom definitely looks out more. It looks more cambered, honestly.
I think it's just because of that outer lips on the wood and not the inner.
I mean, it was only what, like 7 millimeters or something like that. 10, just about 10.
Up with the furs, brothers.
This is the first.
Oh, anyway, but for people that might know, he said it came in like different colors as far as like black, hyper black.
Yeah, it's available in a few options. We've got the gold here, obviously, that I went with, as you can see. It's hyper black, double black, chrome. I know I didn't really want chrome again. Hyper black and double black. Don't know the difference between the two.
Could you tell on picture if there was like a big difference on it, or?
Double black looked really like dark and glossy, which looked pretty good. Hyper black looked a little, in the picture they almost look kind of silvery.
Yeah.
But I guess they have a bit of a shimmer to them.
So maybe more like a
I
metallic.
haven't seen them in person, so.
These lips are not very deep though.
Gotta have deep lips. We like deep lips to Salvo,
Yeah, you gotta have some deep lips. Sometimes a shallow lip's okay, but in this case, deep lips. Bingo.
Would you say you're ready again? I think it's the first time. It's important.
You ready? You ready? You don't mess with 2 people, 3 people. Your doctor, your mechanic, and your chef. Because if you get them on the bad side, bad things can happen, people. I'll tell you. Ooh, look at them. Look at them wheels. Look pretty good. Needs less sidewall, but you know, hey, that's for future reference. Now,
These are just some winter tires, but.
yeah. That's what it looks like with a tire on it. They look pretty good. I can't wait to see this thing on the ground, see what it looks like.
Too much meat.
too much, it really does have too much meat, but hey, at least we're getting a good look here. Yeah, so these wheels, we're not sure if it's the wheels or the tires, but they're pretty far out of balance. Obviously, you know, you want to see as close to zero on both sides. So what we're going to do is take one of the wheels and put it on the machine by itself and see if it is the wheels or the tires, because these tires were sitting on his old car for quite some time in the dirt. So they definitely probably have some flat spots in them, but we're going to put that wheel in there, rule it out, see which one it actually is. Well, there you go. It spun by itself, it's still out. Pretty far, to say the least. So the furs are not that great. I mean, what do you get for, what were they, 600 bucks?
Yeah, a little over 6.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, we're not spending a bunch of money to where they're perfect wheels, but just to let you know.
Actually, literally cost me nothing.
Yeah, it didn't cost him nothing. Oh, this thing is looking good, I'll tell you, boys. I'm ready to see this thing down on the ground. We're gonna have to get a video of it tomorrow in the daylight, because we didn't have those rings. So don't do what we do. It actually is pretty hub centric right now, but we're gonna put those in there anyway. But right now we don't have them, so we're just putting them on, and then we'll just put the rings on tomorrow. It's all about the hub centric rings, boys.
How about that 66 millimeter?
Oh, the 66. I really do like these wheels. They look sweet on this thing. So how's this thing drive without those hub-centric rings on them?
I feel like it drives as good as it did, and then when I'm like reversing into a spot at work to like park it, and I kind of like whip to the side real quick, it feels like a little like wobbly. Could be in my head, but better safe than sorry. So
For all you Ecotech guys out there, because I know a good amount of you guys follow this channel, 2.4, here we go.
now, all right, talk a little bit about the reliability of an Ecotech engine.
100 grand for the change stretch, and if you neglect them, they break the guides and it causes mayhem. So this is why we're doing it before it happens.
So here's the hub-centric rings we were talking about. So they fit in the wheel there and get all nice and snug. And then when you put them on, you get them out of the wheel at some point. There we go. Put them over the hub here. They sit on their center. So it kind of bridges that gap between the original hub and the wheel so that it fits on there and sits centered, so it doesn't have any issues with being out of balance. No burnout.
I gotta take the fuse out.
Yeah, you should. It's gonna be a gargler. Alright, so there it is with the wheels. Tell me what you guys think. One thing I failed to mention was about those hub-centric rings. Make sure you measure, even if you're not doing it for a G, make sure you measure the hub diameter and the inner diameter of the wheel to make sure that you're getting the right size, because there's tons of them out there, and if you don't get the correct size, it'll actually move around just like it does the original wheels. So just make sure you get the accurate ones. So, you know, put in the comments, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the video, to the channel. We'll put out more G videos as Beam has stuff to do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.